Right, let's have a look. Are we looking live? I think we might be. Evening all. Give us a thumbs up under the video as usual, wherever it is, down there somewhere. If it's working, I've got a blank screen my end again. That's really useful, isn't it? Let me just refresh this. Why have I got a blank screen? That's worrying. Let's try again. Refresh. Still got a blank screen. Okay, that's curious. What am I doing wrong? Ah. Now I'm on the screen. Don't know what happened there. I'm going to refresh this once more. Let me see if it's working properly. If you can see me, hear me, give us a thumbs up or type something in the live chat so I know it's working. That looks a bit better. Let's have a see. Evening, Elaine, Roger, Peter, Rob, Pete, Stella, and Peter N. Evening all. Hope we're all well. Been a bit of a hectic week. I'm still not sure if we're working. I've got no thumbs ups. Click on the thumbs up thing. Let's see if it's working. Under the, wherever it is. I don't remember which corner it is. That corner, I think, isn't it? Down here somewhere. Don't know. Strange. Why is that not working? I don't know. We'll see. But I assume it's working. Peter C says it's all good. Thank you. Look very odd my end. Never mind. Right then. Hello once again. Right, more stuff's coming for the next auction. More machines. Another 11, I think. I've got quick snaps of. Evening, Kevin. Which I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, mad, hectic week. First week of this TV job, getting everything organised. And back on there again first thing in the morning. Then next weekend we start actually filming on the 24th. And the first episode we're filming just after the summer solstice is, would you believe, the Christmas episode. Yeah, so we've got snow coming. Mind you, the state of the weather at the moment, we might get real snow, who knows, but there we are. Such is the crazy, crazy world of TV. They've decided, the people high up, to film the Christmas episode in the middle of summer, with all the leaves on the trees and all the flowers in the gardens, etc. There you go. But we have seen some beautiful, beautiful properties this week. We can go around doing the recce's on location. Yeah, incredible places. And the new convent we're filming that as well. It's just lovely. So it's going to be a fun summer, I think. It's going to be hectic, but it'll be fun. Anyway, enough of that. So I've got the World's Fair and coin slot from 40 years ago. We'll have a quick scout through that in a minute. And let's see what new stuff has come in. All loads of stuff went out. I think Chris as well, the carrier today, collected for 4 or 5 people. So if you book with Chris, your stuff's on the way. There we are. And I'd like to show what the show is. Yes, the show is the Sister Boniface Mysteries BBC show. So if you've seen Father Brown over the years, it's kind of like a spin-off from that, really. So whereas Father Brown is mid-50s, the sleuthing priest in the Cotswolds, we've now moved on a decade, mid-60s, and we've got Sister Boniface, the sleuthing nun, on the moped, no less. So there we are. I think the last series is on iPlayer. In fact, I think the last series has just gone out. Have a look on iPlayer, you'll find it. It's Sister Boniface Mysteries. That's what it's called. So I did quite a few bits and bobs from on the first series, making props and hiring them stuff and whatnot. But if you look at episode 1, series 1, to the very, very first ever episode, the very first name you see on screen before anything else, even the titles roll, is my name. Isn't that cool? There's a shot of the village fete and my little roundabout going around, which has got my name on the top of it. So you see Steve Hunt before you see any other name. So it's a bit of an odd claim to fame, but there we are. Do they need any walk-ons? They got lots of those. Yeah. Why, do you fancy being a nun? because I think we got a choir there on the first episode. I'm famous, yeah, well, infamous maybe, I don't know about famous. But it's all right, yeah. Yes, I'm much better behind the camera than in front of it. I don't think I've been in front of the camera on Boniface, have I? No, I haven't. Haven't Father Brown. I've been several episodes of Father Brown if you look carefully. Anytime there's a village fete in any of those series, all the stuff's all mine. And I'm usually with it somewhere. Either working with a little roundabout or on the coconut shy or the shooting gallery in one of the series. I built a shooting gallery for one of the Father Browns. The plot line was something. It's not a plot line because it was like the village fete with the shooting gallery. The guy who's had the shooting gallery on the fete fair also sold guns. Don't ask me, I don't write the plots. So I was the gunsmith. And then in the storyline, somebody nicks the gun out of my gun stall, and that's why I had to chase him around the corner. There we are. That was one of the silly little things I had to do. Anyway, enough of all of that. Let's have a look at some slot machines for sale. Hang on a moment. Let me get the right screen up. Right. So this is all stuff in for the 29th, is it? I'm going to give you the wrong date now, aren't I? Let me get the dates right. 28th of July. So yes, 28th of July. Slot machine auction, which will be almost all slot machines. There's a few leftover lots from last time, a couple of odd bits that didn't sell, and a few of the bits that came in after cataloguing closed. They'll roll into this one, but it'll be predominantly slot machines, and slot machines is all I'm taking in for it. Because as you'll appreciate, I've got a very busy summer. It's going to be tough enough cataloguing these, never mind all the other stuff. So that will be the same also for the 29th of September auction. And then when we get back to the November auction, I'll have finished this TV job. It finishes in late October. We should be able to open up again for more of the usual stuff, the fairground stuff and the advertising and all that bits and bobs. Evening Gary, do you realise you are competing with the England match and the US Open Golf? Well, that sounds pretty boring. Slot machine auctions are much more exciting, aren't they? When do you mean? On the actual auction day or on the or now? I don't do football or golf, so I haven't got a clue. Anyway, right, so I think these machines we had in last weekend, so I'll wrap through these quickly, and then there's 11 more, I think. And there's lots more on the way as well. So we've got a Bally pyramid, and another one, two of those. I don't know if they work yet, I haven't had time to plug them in, but I think they probably will do. They look quite nice condition, with keys and everything. A Bally conversion, this one, Quicksilver, noughts and crosses. Again, locks, keys, got a plug on it, so I'll plug them in and see if they fire up. Don't think they can be far off, these ones, because they're in pretty nice condition. An Ascot Bandit, I had one of these for a while, the Italian ones. This one's running but locked. I'm going to see if I can get it open, see if I can find a key that will fit it. I don't really want to drill the lock because it's the original lock, but it'd be nice to get it open. I'm not sure what mechs they used. If they had they they used a Seagull or a Mills as a base, or Jennings even, or made their own mech. I don't know. If anybody's got one and you know, let me know. A Bingalette. One of those for a while, kind of a electromechanical Allwyn really. You fire the balls round and you get several balls, don't you? Try and make a column of the same numbers for payout. An Ultra. Again, I had one of those for a good while. Attractive for a wall machine. Those nice veneered cabinet with the stringing in the veneer. A little grip tester, Ruff and Walker / Samson grip test. Always popular these, nice condition. This one restored on a stand, as you see. Jennings Chief. That one's running on 20p's. It's okay, it's probably shilling or nickel, I suppose it was, but yeah, it runs on happily on 20 pences. Aristocrat Arcadian Wheelie, 1p1 this one. Again, nicely refurbed, black and red paint, as you can see. Really nice and nice condition, that one. Ready to go. Keys and everything. I think it's a JCW on this one, but you know, Sega / JCW. Again, pretty tidy, that one. A whole load of these. I'll have to sort these out because I think a couple of them have got bits missing. But I think we'll probably make about 8 good ones. You'll see the first one in the row there on the left has got the coin mech missing. And toward the right hand side, there's one's got the top missing. So I think there's probably about 6 or 8 and then spares. But whatever, they're here to go. Lolly vending machines, if anyone's operating. Good money takers. Jubilee. With original stand. Needs a cabinet redo on this one, really. The chap had it, he was telling me from a showman back in the day, give it to him, I think. And it's just sat in his garage, unfortunately, on a bit of a damp floor by the sounds of things, because the plies splitting at the bottom. Formicas are good, though, on the side. Don't think there's much damage to those. But yeah, you really need to take it to bits, probably, and redo the plywood. Stick the veneer back on, stick the Formica back on, rather. But the twin jackpot model is, you know, a nice machine, really. Anyway, one of those for a bit of a project for somebody. Keep you busy over summer. Wonders Honest Joe, one of the giant Allwins. Very nice one, this one. A while since we had one of these, isn't it? When did we sell the last one of these? Let's have a quick look in the background. Wonders. Let's have a look. What did the last one make? Honest Joe. There we go. 2019 was the last one I had. Yeah, that one needed a little bit of tidying. It wasn't too bad. Yeah, a bit faded, that one. That made 920 plus premium. Back in 2017 we had one which was a bit nicer. Made 1350 plus the premium. So yeah, 2015, 3 in 2015 we sold, interestingly. Anyway, there we are, very nice. Locks, keys, working, of course, nice original condition, not overly restored, hard to find. Little Deval Cub, again, one we're not seeing one of those for a while. When was the last one of those we sold? Deval Cub. It's Deval, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Cub, yes, there we go. 1940. 2015. Gosh, nearly 10 years ago. Last time I sold one of those. Don't come up very often. This is a little dice machine. We sold one of these. Did we have one of these when we were doing the Colcon sort of during the lockdown thing, I think? It kind of flings the dice up. Quite an interesting machine, really, a bit different. I can't remember who made this one. Let me just have a look. Trade stimulators, dice. Victor Vending Call, 1941. Yeah. In the description I put, in play, the dice are thrown up in the rear of the machine and drop back down one at a time. Interesting. The time is adjustable via a time delay pump. So the dice fling up the back of the machine and then come down the front of that kind of curved front. Quite interesting, isn't it? A bit different. Gumball machine. Don't actually know who made that one offhand. But one of those, I'll look it up. See, the front's broke, unfortunately, but it's a plastic front. But you could probably get one made. The companies that do acrylic bending and things, it's just a bent piece and you could stick 2 bits on the side. So yeah, It's doable. We'll probably find any plastic from America, I guess. Little imp. Who made the imp? Was it Gretchen, I think? Or was it Duval? One of the two. I think it might be Gretchen, mightn't it? Just bear with me, Gretchen tool. Imp, yes, 1940. Yeah, the top flips over, makes it look like a little radio was the idea, wasn't it? 2024. I've got down here we sold one for £44. That can't be right. Must have been 440. I must have missed a zero off when I put the results in. Best make a note of that, haven't I? Imp result. Wrong. Oh, and every pen's died. That's useful. Not to worry. Right, next up we've got a ginger. Ginger. There we go. Gretchen ginger. Sold a few of these. They're usually either missing the long strip down the front or the circular plaque on the front. This has got both on, which is rather nice. A nice little machine. Trade stim collectors. A Selectum, little dice tumbler machine. Old penny. Exhibit, I think they are, aren't they? Exhibit supply. Memory. Selectum. Let's see. Yes, 1933 by Exhibit Supply Co. There you go. 360, last one we sold, 360 back in April last year, funnily enough. I've got a love test machine, wall machine, old penny. Old penny, turn the handle and it flashes the lights. One of those. An all-winner. This is a bit of an oddball all-win. Have you seen one of these, or have you got one of these? Strange cabinet fittings and the playfield. All seems to be original and right. Very odd payout cup. There's not a bit of a naff photograph of it, but if anybody's got one of those or seen one and knows who made it, be interested to learn, because I don't know offhand. But yeah, so the payout cup is like a half round, you know, the usual bowl, and it's kind of got like a fin almost underneath it. Doesn't really show on that little photograph. But quite intriguing. A little shooter, duck shoot thing with motorised target at the back that goes around the little ducks, knock the ducks off. Haven't plugged it in yet, the motorised thingy, but can't see any reason why it won't work with any motor. With the usual ABT type gun. One of those. A Sega Clover Bell. Don't see many of those. Gun vending trade stim by Sega. One of their earliest machines, I think they were, weren't they? What year was that? Let's have a look. Sega. I've got a year down for it. Sega Enterprises. Clover Bell, about 1960. I've got. I think that was a guess, but yeah, early. May 22 was the last one we sold. 240 plus the premium. Oh, there we are. Back to the start again. Let's press the play button. Are they going to want to roll around? No, why aren't they rolling around? Oh, there we are. There they're rolling around. Yeah, so there we are. Yeah, it just looks like a Saxony, but the metal plate might not be original. Would have been all wood. Yeah, I'm not sure. It does. Funny thing, it does all look original. And you photos when the photo comes back around, the plate on the play field that goes win lose and surrounds the ball gallery, that looks original as well. It's an unusual shape. And the payout knob and flicker again are unusual. So yeah, interesting. It all kind of looks too good, too well made to be a, you know, something that someone did in their shed at some time or other. Does look like a properly manufactured thing. That's why I wondered maybe if anybody else has got one or has seen one anywhere. Don't know, interesting. Right, let me just pull out the World's Fair and the coin slot from the magazine here. Coin slots, World's Fair. Oops. And I'll pull out the market trader. Not interested in that, are we? Market trader. So yes, now next weekend I'm not sure for delivery and stuff. I don't think I'm going to be around at all because we're busy Sunday making part of the Cotswolds look like Christmas. And Saturday, I'm not sure what I'm doing Saturday, so I think you might have to discount next weekend. The weekend after should be all right though. And what I'm going to try and do that weekend if I can is, so that'll be the weekend of, let me look at the diary quick, 29th and 30th of June. I'm going to see if I can be in Leamington for a couple of hours one day and God Manchester the next. Which I'm guessing might be, I'll probably do, just don't think anyone wants to collect. I need to do it the wrong way around really, don't I? But then it makes it difficult for the live stream. Logically really I need to do Leamington on the Saturday and then God Manchester on the Sunday. So bear that one in mind. If you're looking to collect anything, those of you still not collected, naughty, you want to collect from Leamington, let me know, because I think I'll be able to get the stuff there before that weekend. But I'll see what I could do. Get in touch if you're looking to collect things. But you can certainly drop things off, but say machines only. But we'll try and be both places that weekend of the 29th and 30th, so bear that one in mind. I'll just wait for these new, oh, there we are. There it goes again. Stop on the all-win. Yeah. Sorry, it's a bit of a poor picture. I think I can blow it up. But you'll see when I do the twirly whirly video, it will make more sense. But yeah, interesting thing. I was going to have a quick look. Shall we have a quick look at the want while we're talking about consigning stuff for the next auction? Let's just go over here quickly. Let's see what people are wanting. Are there any new wants? Yes, there are. Sky jump. Anybody got a sky jump? Not had one of those for a while. Quite a good fun machine. Brainco Moneyware. Well, I've never seen one in the flesh, but there's a, I don't know where that picture come from. I think somebody sent it me. So somebody's got one somewhere. It looks like a relatively modern photograph, doesn't it? Who sent me that? I can't remember. Anyway, somebody wants one. Could get up to £2 for it by looks of things. So if you've got one of those you want to sell, get it in the auction. Chamber of Horrors, Spookettes, Working Models, Wonders Spinowin, Mummy's Tomb, Dracula and the Spooks, or any of the animated amusements models. Good money on offer for those. Penny go round. 2,000. Well, bearing in mind what the other one sold for the other day, I don't think you're going to buy one for £2,000, but hey ho, who knows? Crane. Might be a crane coming, might be a big shooter coming. It depends on timings. So if you're looking for a big shooter or you're looking for a crane, watch this space. Then the usual really. all winds and things. Yeah. Always worth having a look down this page to see what you might have got in this shed that you can cash in if you're looking to buy something else. There we go, that's where we're at the moment. Sweetie Allwins, where are they all gone? Don't know. Don't know. Right. Let's leave that page up, that's quite colourful, isn't it? Right, world's first. We'll have a quick scoop through these, and then I'll sign off and leave you carry on with your Sunday evening. So this is June 15th, 1984, 40 years ago. What was happening? Let's have a look. Councillors warned not to interfere with private business. A clear warning has been given to Sefton council members not to interfere with private businesses operating attractions on council-owned ground, such as the Pleasureland Amusement Park, the pier, the zoo, and the sea bathing lake. So they were having trouble up at Southport, by the looks of things. There you go. Circus ban remains in Worcester. A bid was made at a meeting of Worcester City Council on Monday night this week to reverse the recent ban on circuses on council-owned land. But the casting vote of the mayor, the ban remains. Miserable git. Right, what else was happening? Kirkcaldy Council hits out at Showman. Oh dear. Bridlington plans a sun centre. The Yorkshire Coast Holidays Resort of Bridlington, frequently criticised for being behind the times with its attractions. Oh dear. Looks like having an up-to-date all-year-round sun centre by 1987. I wonder if that happened. Who knows Bridlington? The East Yorkshire Borough Council recently approved the project, which will probably have a wave-action swimming pool. They're always fun, aren't they? Flumes and slides, bars, catering facilities, and an indoor bowling rink. It's proposed to build the promenade. It's proposed to build it on the promenade on the site at present occupied by the Three Bees Theatre Bar and Swimming Pool, etc. Influenced by the success of the Sun Centre in Rhyl, which is a complete dive now, or was last time I was in Rhyl. There you go. Taxi drivers out into the Pleasure Beach. On Tuesday, June the 19th, Blackpool Pleasure Beach will be the host to over 40 disabled children from residential handicapped schools in the northwest on the annual occasion of the Manchester Taxi Drivers Blackpool outing. Accompanying the 80 gaily decorated cabs. Oh dear. I've just read the next line. I don't know if I want to read this. So this is, no, you can probably guess what I'm going to say. Gosh. So they're taking the Manchester Taxi Drivers Blackpool outing. So 80 gaily decorated cabs taking over 40 disabled children from residential handicapped schools in the northwest. They're being accompanied by celebrities such as Jimmy Savile. Don't want to read any more of that. That's made me feel quite sick. Nasty. Nasty. Right. Find something more pleasant to read. I should have read that, shouldn't I, before I started reading it. WeatherTech welcomes Showman at new premises. WeatherTech's the picture there. They made new covers for Carter's steam yachts. Very nice. Anything else interesting? Glad you stopped. Yes. Ooh. Should have read it before. That will teach me not to. I didn't have time today. I just grabbed this off the pile, literally. Tom Smith's in Barnet. Okay, Chatterbox. Tony Sparrett here with a new 2.2 live shooter, which was visiting Sutton Courtenay Feast for the first time. I don't know if anybody travels a live shooter now, do they? I'm not sure. I'm a bit behind the times, but Yeah. There was a really very boring, I saw a few years ago, I was out somewhere at a show, it was a steam rally or, no, I don't think it was, I think it was something like a motorbike show or something, and there was a live 2-2 shooter on it. But it was just like a catering wagon, it wasn't really decorated up nicely at all. So it's kind of more just about the shooting, if that makes sense, rather than being a fairground stall, which is a shame. Fairs in Cornwall. Let's have a look. What was for sale? Let's see if we can find something nice for sale. Simpson, Maxwell Waltzer, no price as usual. That's no fun then, is it? Lights, 25p, excellent. Let's see. Cambridge Midsummer Fair Dance will be held at Ronell's Discotheque. Oh, just remember that. Ronell's Discotheque and Restaurant and Lion Yard in Cambridge. Excellent. Yeah, of course, it will be Cambridge Midsummer Fair very soon, won't it? It's midsummer very soon. Time to go. Right. 10-car rock and roll. Chair of planes, no price. We have put prices on these things. Supercar square slip. A Kinder Carousel juvenile right as new, 4,800. Fold up big wheel. A Dreadnought arcade with a floor. John Irvin. Rib tickler. Hoopla, side stalls. An elephant fun bag. A bouncy castle, £1,250. Marklands hoopla, rib tickler. Yeah, that's boring. Wanted to rent a Dodgem and a Waltzer. More exciting gossip. Great Yarmouth Circus ready for the 1984 season. The summer season at the Great Yarmouth Hippodrome, directed by Peter J, commences on June 27th. Runs to September 28th, will feature Sally Chipperfield's Animal Act. Yes. Less said about that, the better. Not Peter J Circus, but Sally Chipperfield. If you know, you know. Anyway, moving on. Model Circus comes of age. Bit of a depressing week this, or it turned out to be now, shall we say. Well, I think we'll move on to the coin slot, shall we? See what scandal there is in there. Oh, just noticed another Cambridge thing. Cambridge Fair Treat. Organ and engine enthusiasts are in for a treat at Cambridge Midsummer Fair with the return of a Showman's engine and Gavioli organ. Reg Saunders and Sons, John and Ted have now finished their giant task of totally rebuilding and renovating the Burrell Scenic ex-mayor. And Bill Sykes' 89 Gavioli will be along with it. There you go. Marvellous. Right. Coin slot. Let's see what's in the coin slot. Something about Bellfruit. Bellfruit captures trade's interest with AWP Roadshow. About the cat and mouse. Machines on market. Important victory. A sheriff in Edinburgh has overturned a decision by the licensing subcommittee of Edinburgh District Council refusing Mr Duncan Morrison a permit to have slot machines at Ingliston Sunday Market. Sheriff Peter McNeill said the committee had exercised their discretion in Mr Morrison's application unreasonably and he granted the permit for 3 years. There we are then. Ray Britton joins Ruffer and Death. What was new? Shooting gallery. Oh, what's that? Zacharias Shooting Gallery. Don't remember that machine. Can I show you? Don't know if it will work on the camera. One of those. It's very tiny on your screens, isn't it? You remember that one? Another one to add to the machine pages when I get around to it. Pool tables. Imagine how big pool was back then, wasn't it? I think before the smoking ban came in the pubs, that's what kind of killed that off, really. Machines attract visitors. A scheme for 8 machines in the gift shop in Plymouth's West Hoe has been approved by the City Council. Planning Committee Chairman John Pascoe opposed objections, saying that the machines would not be visible from the road. He continued, "Do we want to attract people to this city or not? Where are people supposed to go when the weather is wet? These are the very same type of amusement machines that were encouraged on the old pier, and they went all right and proved popular." The same committee, however, threw out a proposal to open an amusement centre in the house that Jack built shopping complex in the Barbican. The proposal in the conservation area was rejected against advice of the city planning officer and the chairman. Another defeat for council. An amusement centre in Wallsend High Street, Tyne and Wear, has been allowed on appeal. A public inquiry was held last year into the proposal by Claude Cooper, Spanish City boss. North Tyneside District Council have now had 2 appeals go against them in High Street West. The overall record in their area, which includes North Shields and Whitley Bay, is not encouraging for the authority, and they have already protested to the Department of the Environment about what they call their laissez-faire policy towards amusement proposals. Aha. Any more interesting planning applications? Not really. Boardmatics has won a planning appeal against the refusal of a Dundee District Council to permit a amusement centre in the High Street of Lochie. The premises were a storeroom over a former supermarket, the ground floor of which is now used by Boardmatics as a retail video shop, office and store, etc. They're going upstairs. Good to hear council's getting defeated on planning permission, isn't it? What have we got here? Standing out, just lots of adverts for AWPs and stuff. We want more interesting things, don't we? Everlux Amusements. Boards. Video games. Oh, the top 10. This is quite good fun, isn't it? See what was in the top 10 from 40 years ago. This is the Jukebox top 10, I think. Sponsored by Sam Ledger. There we go. So number 10 is Pearl in the Shell by Howard Jones. Number 9, Searching by Hazel Dean. Number 8, High Energy, Evelyn Thomas. Number 7, Ultravox with Dancing with Tears in My Eyes. Elton John at 6 with Sad Song. The Smiths at 5, Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now. Bronski Beat at 4, Small Town Boy. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, New at number 3 with 2 Tribes. Spandau Ballet, Only When You Leave at 2. And number 1, as of last week, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, Wham. There you go. The interesting thing is, just about all those 10 records, you still know, and reasonably regularly here on radio or whatever, how many of today's top 10 will you know in 40 years' time? 0, I suspect. I don't think anybody knows in 40 weeks' time or 40 days' time, never mind 40 years. There you go, interesting. Maybe it's just a sign of me getting old, is it? Snooker tables. Right, for sale, classified. Let's see what we've got for sale. Compares all types of pinballs. Contents of 2 bingo halls. No price as usual. Boring. New Triple trains. Irish singles. Video games. Anything interesting there? Not really. Bally Electra pin table, £345. You stuck with Duff machines? Call Zilek Electronics. Video games, Tasmania, £325. Upright Williams Defender, £350. 3 of those. Atari Centipede, £300. Some good videos. AWPs. Clubs videos, jukeboxes. Pin tables. There's some cheap pin tables for you. Williams Tri-Zone, £225. Williams Lucky 7, £195. Bally Strikes and Spares, £195. We sold one of those a little while ago, didn't we? Strikes and Spares. What did we get for it? A matter of interest. I'm sure we sold one. Pin tables. Electromechanical. Strikes and Spares. Oh gosh, where's that going to be? Right down in there somewhere. Back a couple. No. Back a couple more. Nearly. Back a couple more. More. One more back maybe. Just a strike. Strike zone. Straight flight, strike. Oh, I can't find that. I'm sure we sold one. Let's try going to Bally. Bally manufacturing. Why can't I find it? It's interesting. Strikes and Spares. There we go. Oh, I could have sworn I sold one of those. Oh well, obviously not. Gottlieb Torch, £195. Gottlieb Dragon, £150. Gottlieb Joker Poker, £150. And a Gottlieb Buck Rogers, £225. And that was Williams Amusements. I'm sure many of you remember Williams Amusements. Are they still going? I'm not sure. John, what's his face? No longer with us. Right, pool tables, fruit machines. Anything interesting there? No, not really. Videos. A Big Ben giant puller machine. Was that one of those? Big Ben. That was the huge one, wasn't it? It was like 6 foot tall, with like a 4 foot handle. I think that was Big Ben, wasn't it? £350. Why was any of those surviving? Those. Evening, Andrew. Those. Remember those giant fruit machine? I haven't seen one of those for years. Anybody know if any of those survive? Kind of life size. If you're right at the front of the arcade sometimes, didn't they? Ooh, tea's cold. Anything else? Looking over here, JPM. Aristocrat 4-score Super 22 club machine, 4-reeler, £100. Williams Defender, £250. Pin tables, Williams Kiss, £100. Bally Supersonic, £100. That was Las Vegas Amusements, Wardour Street in London. Bingo equipment, pool tables. That's funny, isn't it? You know, pin tables, lots of pin tables there were less than 200 quid, weren't they? And pool tables, second-hand, reconditioned, £265. And you think now you wouldn't get £265 for a pool table now. You're lucky to get £65 for a pool table now. And where some of those pin tables are now a couple of grand, aren't they? If only we'd have known, eh? Pool tables from stock. Used machines. Anything interesting there? Not really. Sega Heli Shooter, £495. Heli Shooter. Sounds like a helicopter shooting game. Don't know that one. Anybody know a Sega Heli Shooter? H-E-L-I Shooter. £495. Sounds interesting. Anything interesting there? Not really. Puma Leisure, what have they got? No, nothing exciting there. Anything else for sale? We're getting through it. Flash pin table, 225. Party Boy, 175. Hot Wheels, 175. Shooting the Rapids, 175. It's a good time to buy video games, pinball machines. Card, ideal for use in amusement parks, shopping centres, exhibition halls, etc. Wow. Remember when biorhythms was all the thing, wasn't it? How funny. Picture's not a picture. Pool tables. More pool tables. Oh, someone here is selling pounds, shillings and pence. Halfpennies, 1,000 for 20 quid. Pennies, £30 1,000. Brass threepenny bits, £60 1,000. Sixpences, £75 1,000. Half crowns, £300 1,000. From Edgar in Toaster, Northants. There you go. Well, Pintails here. Black Knight, 450. Xenon, 475. Gorgar, 275. Good machines. All in immaculate condition as well. There you go. Bally Circus Queen Bingo Table. Absolutely perfect. £400. Exchange for a Mint Mills. Fair enough. Jukeboxes, videos. Pin tables, more pin table prices. Earth, Wind and Fire, 225. Harlem Globetrotter, 150. Flash Gordon, 475. And Rapid Fire, 475. Two only. Top quality full-size snooker tables, mahogany frames, Italian slate bed, £2,350 each. Or to rent £20 a week. No, you can't give them away. Urgently wanted one-armed bandits, Mills, Seeger and Jennings. Don't we all? Anything else for sale? Wanted vacancies. Any arcades for sale? It's always fun, isn't it? Let's see what we could have bought. Leasehold, no prices. Yeah, boring. Four companies fight for peer contract. Great Yarmouth councillors will have decided in the last 24 hours who to give the job of giving the Wellington Pier complex a multi-million-pound facelift. Four companies will fight out a battle of words with members of the Publicity, Tourism and Racecourse Committee, and each will be given a 40-minute hearing. There are two late entrants to the race to develop the prime seafront site. Great Yarmouth-based architects Ronald Toone and Partners and Jansember Century Planning, about which little is known. June Property Developments and Mr. Glenn Harris's Elgin Lord have both dropped out of the running, leaving Lord's Vale Finance and the Paul Robinson Partnership as the other contenders. Mr. Harris dropped a bombshell last week by withdrawing his £2.5 million redevelopment plan submitted to the council earlier this year. He blamed the move on council delays over negotiations, but council secretary Mr. Dion Ogden said, "I don't see how that could be. Although he got his scheme in early, it was made quite clear that it would not get dealt with on a first-come, first-served basis. The council was always going to consider other schemes." Now there is sure to be a big battle as each company pushes its case, and the Publicity Committee chairman, Councillor George Scott, felt it was a now or never meeting. He said, "We have laid down the standards and I think this has got to be the final meeting. I think this is the crunch meeting. It's one of the most important meetings that this committee will have had in the last few years." Councillor Scott indicated that a novel and exciting scheme would win his vote. Of the four contenders for redevelopment, Jansember Century Planning is an unknown quantity. Paul Robinson and partners have put forward their £3.5 million plans. Lordsvale Finance already have a subsidiary company running Galston Open Air Swimming Pool, and Ronald Toone and partners are based in Great Yarmouth. Oh, wonder who got the job. We'll probably find out next week or the next week or two. What am I reading off? I'm reading off the Coin Slot newspaper from June 15th, 1984, so 40 years ago yesterday. I bought a whole batch of World's Fairs, just over a year's worth, World's Fairs and coin slots from 40 years ago, all in date order. So each week I kind of dig them out and just see what was happening 40 years ago. Interesting stuff, isn't it? That's probably better than the last interesting article, I think. There's a few other ones that are not so exciting. There you go. Well, missed a few messages here. Sorry for being late on parade. Any news when tickets for Clacton will go on sale, please? Yes, soon. Don't panic, there will be. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. I've been a busy week. Doing my telly job. No wonder the prices were so cheap. Do you think you're missing out on some bargains? Yes, 40 years too late, I'm afraid. For those, for all those bargain prices. There we are. I think that's it, isn't it? I shall catch you all. I won't catch you next Sunday. Next weekend, I don't know. You'll have to keep an eye out for, if you're on the mailing list. If you're not, go to elephanthouseauctions.com, join the mailing list, do a weekly email. Because next Sunday I'll be working. Will I be home Friday? I didn't even get home Friday night this time to do a video in time. Try and do something probably Saturday. I will try and do something over the weekend next weekend, but I don't know what day it'll be yet. Keep an eye on the website, keep an eye on the emails. So once we're up and running with filming, hopefully it might calm down a little bit. And I'll see what I can do. Regard live streams. Yes, so I'll work on that one. But don't panic. Yes, I shall be a bit quiet for a week or two, but I haven't gone anywhere. Just busy bunny. Clacton 3 weeks today. Yay! Yes, I definitely won't be working that Sunday. I've already told them. I'm too busy. So yeah, I'll try and get that up in the week. And then ping an email out on probably Friday or Saturday. My project for the week. So fear not, it'll all be done. So there's more stuff coming in, machine-wise, on its way. I think there's another nice Rare Wonders machine coming, wall machine, all-win. Couple more trade stims, another all-win or two. Actually got some all wins this time, which is nice coming in. Another shooter. Might be a big shooter and it might be a big crane as well. Just depends if we can make the kind of logistics and timing work on those. But hopefully. So yeah, keep an eye out. Have a jolly week, whatever you're all up to. And I will see you sometime next weekend, all being well. But just keep an eye on the website and keep an eye for your newsletter. And catch you then. Peter C says, looking forward to it. Hope Paul's garden's dried out a bit. Yes, me too. Right, that's it. I'm off. Nighty night. Catch you all next week sometime.